And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Step. Right to the 3. Go. Go. Great.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Tight dog. Great.
Now Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Check, 59. Focus, defense, focus.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fielded just inside the 20. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Chopper! Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, 4 down. Check it back, 20.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, here we go. Check 13. 8.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Rodgers completes this one to Meredith. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers gets it to Meredith, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
26. X3. 218. Chopper.
To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
Rodgers again now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
That's good for Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
319. Let's go. Watch that in. Watch that in. 319.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing on second down. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Panthers.
That's it. Ready? Hey, we got time left. Watch that in. Watch that in.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
8.
To throw again. Newton. And Thomas has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Newton throwing again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Newton on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Packers 13, Panthers 7.
Here we go. 180. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A gain of 2 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers operating from the gun. That's caught by Meredith right side. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
6 man.
They run the counter. It's Grant, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Pick me up. Here we go.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right. But I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the week.